Self-sabotage is something we've all experienced. Whether it's procrastination, staying in unhealthy situations, or undermining our own success, we often make decisions that work against our best interests. But why do we do it? At its core, self-sabotage is rooted in fear. Fear of failure, fear of success, or fear of change. Deep down, we may feel we don't deserve the good things that come our way, so we make sure we don't reach our potential. But why block ourselves from achieving what we want, even when we know we're capable? Fear of failure is a major driver. We avoid tasks or make excuses because subconsciously we don't want to face the pain of failing. If we don't try, we don't have to deal with disappointment. It's a form of protection, though it works against us. The problem is that this behavior keeps us stuck, unable to grow. Without taking risks, without trying and failing, we don't learn, we don't progress. And in the end, we get stuck in a cycle of avoiding growth. Fear of success is just as strong. Success means change, and with change comes uncertainty. When we succeed, we face higher expectations and more responsibility. The idea of thriving can be overwhelming, so we sabotage ourselves to stay in the comfort of what we know. We often wonder, can I handle it? And if the answer feels uncertain, we back off. This fear of success, ironically, can be just as limiting as the fear of failure. Our sense of self-worth is another factor in self-sabotage. If we don't believe we deserve happiness or success, we'll unconsciously make choices that prevent us from achieving those things. This cycle reinforces self-sabotage as we continue to act from a place of low self-esteem. When we don't believe we're worthy of success, we find ways to sabotage our chances. The truth is, the better we feel about ourselves, the less likely we are to undermine our own efforts. Our habits play a significant role. We often fall into negative patterns of behavior that feel comfortable, even though they harm us. These patterns can become automatic and hard to break. The hardest part is recognizing that these patterns exist. When we're stuck, we don't always realize we're repeating the same behaviors over and over, even when we know they aren't serving us. Breaking the cycle requires awareness and discipline. It's not easy, but it is possible. The consequences of self-sabotage go beyond missed opportunities. It affects our mental health. It can lead to guilt, shame, and frustration, eroding our confidence. This creates a vicious cycle, making it even harder to move forward. The more we undermine ourselves, the less likely we are to try again. It's a self-reinforcing trap. But here's the good news: we can break free. Awareness is the first step. Once we identify the fears or insecurities at play, we can begin to challenge them. Understanding why we self-sabotage is the foundation for change. If we can pinpoint the underlying cause, whether it's fear, low self-worth, or a lack of confidence, we can confront it head-on. Self-compassion is key. Embrace mistakes as learning experiences instead of punishment. Be kind to yourself. Nobody is perfect. The goal is not to be flawless, but to keep moving forward. Be patient with yourself as you navigate through your self-sabotaging behaviors. Each step forward, no matter how small, counts. Creating healthier habits is crucial too. Small wins lead to big changes over time. Building positive habits can help break the cycle of self-sabotage. Instead of focusing on avoiding failure, focus on taking one small action at a time. Celebrate those small victories. The more you create positive habits, the less room there is for self-sabotage. Reflect on a time when you self-sabotaged. What fears were behind it? Was it fear of failure? Or maybe fear of success? What was your internal dialogue like during that time? Understanding the root cause of your behavior can help you break the cycle. Once you identify why you're sabotaging yourself, you can start working on changing that narrative. In the end, the key to breaking free from self-sabotage is to be aware of it, understand why it happens, and be kind to yourself as you make progress. Every day is an opportunity to make a different choice, to move forward, and to believe in your ability to succeed. So here's a question for you. What's one small thing you can do today to break the cycle of self-sabotage? Start small, make it manageable. Don't try to fix everything all at once. It's the small, consistent steps that make the biggest difference in the long run. If this message resonates with you, hit subscribe and let me know in the comments what you're working on to overcome self-sabotage. Let's hold each other accountable and keep growing together. One step, one day at a time.